Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Locke in Your Success Trade and Market Update for November 4th, 2012. We had an interesting week last week. We had Hurricane Sandy that came through and took out the stock market for 2 days. During those 2 days, we had, if you were watching the futures, in combination with what we were talking about last week, when we were talking last week, we expected a little bit further of a down move here and then for a market bounce. The market was closed Monday and Tuesday, and we did see a fairly steep down move in the futures. And when the market opened up on Wednesday, it opened flat, and then we got our bounce that we were talking about towards the end of the week. From there, if you look, we came right up to our resistance level here, and we backed off significantly. So I don't think that should have been a surprise to anybody. If you look in the Russell, we had the same thing here. We had 2 days of flat, a little bit of up. We come right into our uptrend line, which happened to coincide with the downtrend line here. And then we bounced back down. The NDX, we had our bounce again into the trend line, and down we go. And the Dow had a bounce. And actually, this would be a what I would consider a bullish bounce in the Dow, because we're just coming into our longer-term trend line. Had a nice bounce off of that again, so that shouldn't have been a surprise to anybody. And of course, this reversed hard right back down into the trend line. And I think what we have going on here is I don't think that we're going to break any major technical levels till Wednesday. So we have the election coming. There's indecision in the markets, and there's a little bit of uncertainty, and uncertainty usually causes the market to drop. Now Tuesday, once the election's over, the uncertainty is going to be gone. So it should be an interesting move. I would expect that the market would move up either way. Once we figure out, we may have a quick down move for a short period of time, but I think once the uncertainty goes away and they know who the president's going to be, I think either way the market goes up. It's just it probably goes up more if one candidate is elected over the other, and I think we all know which one that is. But either way, I would expect a bounce here and for the markets to continue higher once the election's over. We could get a little bit of volatility ahead of the election, a little bit of volatility Wednesday morning, but once that clears out, I think we head back up. So we're kind of in sit and wait mode here till Wednesday, and if we break any technical levels, we may have a whole new opinion next week. But for now, I would guess once the uncertainty goes away again, it's an up move. So as far as our positions go, really not a lot has happened. We have the M3 here for December, which is the first position we had on, and this has liked the down move. It pulled us back, and the position is reading it's going to be up around, let's see, around $1,600 tomorrow. And looks like the futures are up. Like I said, I wouldn't expect the market to go anywhere. You may be seeing me hedge this off to the upside come Tuesday, even if we don't hit any delta numbers, just to flatten out our T+0 line. And again, that's going to depend on what it looks like in option view, because option view is how we're controlling this. But as of right now, since the volatility has picked up a little bit, the numbers between Thinkorswim and option view are much closer, and this is probably a reasonable representation of what's going on with it. We shall see on Monday when the market's open what option view looks like. But as for now, there's really no problem with the position. It's coming along quite nicely, and like I said, I may be, depending on what our option view graph looks like, I may be hedging this to the upside a little bit. And the only other trade we had on was our December bearish butterfly trade. Earlier in the week, it was here. We had an 800 butterfly in. We had an add point of 840. During that up move that we had a delta theta ratio greater than 1.5 to 1, which is our limit on this position. And plus we are up over 820, which gives us the ability to roll this. I wasn't overly anxious to roll it, and on my bigger positions I tended to leave it at 800, but the guidelines do say to roll it with a 1.5 to 1 delta theta ratio over 820. That did happen, so we went ahead and made this roll, and this is what the position looks like right now. It's completely delta neutral. It's up a little bit of money. We have a profit target of 15,000 on this, because we just did a 10 lot this month. Again, this is we were doing 1 lots. I actually did the 10 lot in this by accident. But that's fine. We'll just run it with a 10 lot and follow it along, and we shall see how it goes. We have an adjustment point here on this one of 780. We have another add point when the market hits 840. And as long as we stay between there, really nothing happens with this one. So everything, we're just kind of sitting and waiting to see what way the traders push things when the election's over. And that's about it. So a nice short update for tonight. Once the market starts moving, we will keep you updated with any changes. And have a great week, everybody. Good night.